If it load up. Alright, we live. We live, people. We live on YouTube. So basically, man, I'll tell y'all a story, So not too long ago, I mean, you know what I'm saying? As a dude, if we tell somebody we in a abusive relationship, niggas don't pay that shit no mind. Nobody believes that shit. Don't nobody believe that shit. As a man, that we in a abusive relationship. It's even worse when you're dealing with a shorty that's an alcoholic. Point blank. That shit different. Like, the shit was so bad. No matter what I did, I was always in the wrong. I was always doing some shit behind their back. All this shit is assumptions now. Ain't none of this shit true. But that's just how it was. No matter what was going on, I will always end up being the bad guy. Man, it went from me being called a user, somebody hands getting put on me, all types of blatant disrespect. Man, it got wild, yo. It got wild as fuck, man. But as a dude, I couldn't do nothing. Anytime I said something, it was because that shit built up. Constantly because that shit built up. And when I finally spoke out, it's like, oh, you wildin', you tripping. It's like, no, I'm fine. I'm fed up. Like, I'm fed up. Every person got that boiling point, you know what I'm saying? Where that shit hits you. That shit hits you, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta act on it. Keeping that shit boiled up and boxed in, that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. My bad. I'm trying to look at the camera down here, cause I'm streaming live up here, and I'm streaming on my computer too at the same time live on YouTube. So if y'all see me hunched down and shit like that, I'm trying to be on this camera while this camera up here is recording. But yeah, when that shit finally built up, it's like, I automatically became the worst person in the world. Like, the worst person. And it was like, man, I'm naturally a calm, cool, collected, stay out the way. I'm in the crib. I'm in the crib type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no I ain't no outgoing party ass nigga. I left all that shit in my teens and high school times. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with that. I'm done with that party atmosphere. So anytime we was together, man, this shit just ended up turning into a fucking party. I'm like, man, constantly drinking, constantly around motherfuckers that you know ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it was supposed to be me and her time. If I'm there with you, being a laid back, low key person, I expect motherfuckers to reciprocate that shit. Not every time the shit turned into a party. We were going to try to go on vacations and shit like that. Motherfuckers would end up showing up. You know what I'm saying? I know it was two certain, you know what I'm saying, situations where I kirked out. I ain't gonna lie, I kirked out. Because finally got fed up. Because it's like, yo, people friends should be separate in a relationship. My friends shouldn't be your friends. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Hey, how you doing? What's up? What's up? Blase, blase. That's cool. But as far as if I spend time with you, I'm also spending time with them type shit. Nah, hell nah. And especially for somebody that's introvert. I'm an introvert. I like to chill. I'm most happy at my spot. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a single date type jump. Unless we on a date. But nah, that shit never went like that. So beyond just the constant partying and drinking, I always found myself trying to defend myself. I was always in defensive mode, always trying to clear my name and always trying to defend myself physically and mentally. You know what I'm saying? She had this thing where she would always crack a joke as such and such. Oh, my nigga about to come over here. Such and such. Oh, I'm about to go chill with Bay. Such and such. Oh, you ain't do that, but Bay gonna do it. I'm like, yo, what the? Come on, yo, this shit is not funny. It's not a joke. This shit's not funny. It just got to a point where I was over that shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I would say something, look straight. I told her, I said, yeah, this is three things I want, man. Stop doing that shit. Slow down on drinking, and stop putting your hands on me. It never stopped, yo. It never fucking stopped. And always keeping her friends and what we got going on. I never got that shit out there asking advice from motherfuckers who ain't got a healthy relationship they damn self. How the hell you out here asking somebody that's doing worse than you for advice in your relationship and be calling me on three-way and shit with these motherfuckers? Half the time I hang up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That shit weird as fuck. You got me on the phone with somebody that ain't had a relationship in 20 years. What the fuck? Oh yeah, she was older than me too, yo. So it's like a little fucking ridiculous. But I sat back, I chilled out. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was happy. Loved it to death. You know what I'm saying? Still got love for it to this day. But I think you know what I'm saying, it was time for me to move on and keep my sanity. You know what I'm saying? Because if I didn't, this shit would have got worse eventually. Because I was constantly, I'm talking about every day, anytime my phone would ring, constantly being accused of still being in love with my ex and constantly, who that on your phone? Is that your ex on your phone? And man, my ex, I'm gonna tell you this. My ex got drunk on Valentine's Day of this year and sent me a message full of songs. I thought she was just drunk, being belligerent. She was drunk, but this is the second time I dealt with a female with drinking problems, and that shit ain't cool. And this one was from New York, so she was mad aggressive with this shit. So back to the story. She sent me a text message with these list of songs. I ain't pay that shit no mind. I thought that shit was gibberish, cause it was like, hey, and then a list of songs, like all in one sentence. So I'm like, what the fuck going on? So I ain't paying that shit no mind. So I just ended the shit with Happy Valentine's Day, not knowing that that shit would spark never ending feud between my current shorty and my ex that don't exist in my life. I ain't seen that ex in like going on 2 years now. But in that list of songs, the current girlfriend, which is my ex now, anytime one of those songs come on, she would say some shit. Oh, this for your ex. Oh, you miss your ex. Da 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 da. This your ex. This your ex. And I'm like, constantly pleading, like, I don't give a fuck about her. I'm with you every fucking day. On the phone with you all the time. When the fuck do I have time to worry about my ex when I'm enjoying life with you? So that shit, man, that shit got so fucking old quick. It's like, yo, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I can't. I don't know, man. I think that was just paranoia. I just think that was paranoia with all the drinking. Because it's like, it's impossible. And everybody she was around, all her friends saying the same thing. Like, that nigga in love with you, he with you. How the hell is he thinking about his ex or dealing with his ex when he with you 24/7? Like, I broke out my shell to be with you and do the things that you like to do. I think I got her to do what I like to do once or twice. And that was play the game with me. Simple shit. Niggas is simple. Niggas don't need all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? We are simple niggas. Some niggas like to do all that extra shit. But me personally, we simple as fuck. All the extra shit is in a way. You know what I'm saying? We just want to chill. You know what I'm saying? Play 2K, whatever. I don't play 2K. You know what I'm saying? I play fighting games and shit like that. So there's a couple times she'll play the fighting game with me. And she be cheating her ass off hitting the same button. But that shit, that shit meant to me more to me than anything. To share that moment with her. But it was just like my moments with her, the things she want to do, because sister, we drinking all the fucking time. Always tired. You know what I'm saying? The shit it was exhausting. You know what I'm saying? The crazy part, she might even hop into this live right now because she stay on Bigo. She follow me on Bigo and everything. So she might pop in here. If y'all see her in the chat, she probably incognito too. But shout out to Loving Me T. She a good person. You know what I'm saying? But it's that shit. That shit. When she do that shit, it's a different scenario. But you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just sit back and look at it and think about this shit, man. It's like I really did need to get out that situation because if I didn't, man, I'd be dead, and that's some real ass shit. I'd be dead if I didn't leave that situation. Because when it came down to the drinking and putting your hands on me, it started to become a reoccurring thing where she'll start an argument and I would prove myself not at fault, and then that's when that hits start coming. You know what I'm saying? First it started off a little punch in the shoulder and shit like that. Then that shit upgraded to choking, to trying to choke me, to elbows, trying to kick me, all types of shit. And I'm like, yo, hell no. After a while, the defense is gonna pull up. And I ain't with that shit. I ain't gonna never put my hand on a woman. Unless you put your hands on my mother, on my nieces and nephews, or something like that. Then I might body slam your ass. But I know the day that I would have did that with her, 1,000 niggas would have been around. And somebody would have had to go. I'd be in jail or dead. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? So that physical shit, I don't do that. That's my key to get the fuck out of Dodge. But back on the ex situation, man, it's just like, man, that's where most of the arguments would stem from. It would just be like, oh, you love your ex and all this and all that. In the meantime, what's up? In the meantime, she deal with her exes on a daily basis. Me and her be chilling and her ex will pull up to the house. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, in my mind, I ain't never been in a look. Maybe because she older and that's what older motherfuckers do. But, nah. That was some of the most awkward shit I ever seen in my life, yo. Imagine drinking and multiple exes show up. Multiple exes and niggas that she done had sexual encounters with. Oh, I ain't with them no more. What the fuck? I ain't seen my ex in 2 years, and you still around these niggas that you had relationships with. Baby daddies, all types of shit. And I'm the nigga, and you worried about what's going on with a female I ain't dealt with in almost 2 years, and I ain't seen her ass? And you worried about that shit? Hell no. That's why I said, man, it won't. It won't, man. It won't right, yo. And this is a situation that came to a head just it just ended last week, which is crazy. This shit just went down. So it's crazy. She texting me right now. If y'all catching those notification sounds coming through my phone, she's literally texting me right now. Cause I had a dream, man. I had a dream right before I got on the podcast. I'm like, I'm a podcast. I had a dream, and it was according to that shit that I'm speaking on right now. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna live stream. I'm gonna go live on Bigo, and I'm gonna go live on YouTube. So I'm on YouTube right now. So if y'all want to catch the podcast, I'm literally on YouTube. It's the same name that's up here, and it's the title. It's the title of this stream on Bigo. Oh, I see you. Shout out to my cousin in the chat. Y'all go ahead, show love the little head over there. I see you. But yeah, man, that shit, that shit in a way, man. And this shit funny, man, cause she go to my people's bar and everything, man. She an old head. Well, she ain't old head. She about to be. I think she like what 40, 43, 44. She up there. So, but she go to my people's bar. I told her ass I'm gonna get her ass banned, cause that's all she do is fucking drink. That shit in the fucking way. But nah, man. Once that shit start getting physical, motherfucking. Once she start disrespecting my mom Dukes. Once all that shit it just got blatant disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Talking about man, I'm sitting back thinking about that shit because motherfuckers don't believe niggas got to do the dirt in every relationship. Nah, man, it don't be niggas. These women be shady as hell. Appreciate that, cuz. Nah, I ain't worried, man, but I'm gonna use this shit as some content, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Like, I'm gonna get this shit off my chest at the same time, man. Let niggas know. Let niggas know, man. Man, it ain't always your fault. It's some shady females out here. But all man, I always got love for you, cuz I know I'm gonna be around like that, you know what I'm saying? Proving my point. I stay to myself. Cuz to tell you, I'm always by myself. I miss out on family functions and everything. I would rather be by myself. It's not against nobody. I just how I always been, staying to myself type shit. So this shit was a culture shock dealing with Shorty, cause it's like she always every time we together, shit turns to a house party. Man, you know it, cuz that shit turned to a house party. And then like I know how to handle my liquor. I know how to drink. And it's just like her and all her friends. That's all they fucking do is drink, drink, drink. One of them on the verge of drinking themselves to death. Literally, they all are. They barely be eating and shit. So imagine what that shit do to your mental. That shit, your shit start to degrade. You know what I'm saying? Deteriorate. You don't think like a rational person when you fucked up all the time. When you fucked up 24/7, you don't think like a rational person. So everything I said or did, that shit was like a form of attack to Shorty. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I be chilling, minding my fucking business. I could be in the zone, listening to my headphones. Next thing I know, I'm getting hit. Oh, you ain't paying attention to me, shorty. You on Bigo on the same app that I'm on. You on Bigo, living in the drama of other motherfuckers up here. Like that shit. That shit wild as fuck to me, man. I don't get that shit. Well, I'm just saying this to say this, man. If you in a fucked up ass situation right now, relationship wise, I don't care if you a man, female, or whatever. If you in a fucked up situation, don't let that shit control you, man. Don't let that shit. Don't let that shit change you either. You know what I'm saying? I slowly started realizing myself that it's like, yo, I'm drinking entirely way too much. From dealing with somebody else. I'm telling you, a bottle would last me a month. I'll sip on that motherfucking bottle. I take a shot here, take a shot there. Fellas come over, we still taking shots. That bottle's still gonna sit there. A bottle would last me a decent amount of time. I started realizing we going through bottles daily. Yeah, you always got a choice, cuz always. But it be up to motherfuckers to follow through with that shit. If you don't follow through with that shit, you're gonna be forever stuck. But you always got that choice to move forward from that shit and stop living in that past shit. That was another issue. Worried about some shit that happened yesterday when you passed the shit already. The fuck, that shit ain't gonna change nothing. And especially if it's something out your hands, the fuck are you gonna worry about that shit for? Move forward, get past that shit. You're gonna be forever sick. You're gonna forever be depressed if you don't get past that shit. Motherfuckers need it, man. Just wake up, man. That's for everybody. Everybody need to wake up. Yeah, it's crazy, man. What the hell you up to, cuz? I gotta roll one up real quick. Can't roll up on Bigo. I can roll up on YouTube though. I'll roll up. But this shit wild, man. I woke up from a dream and I'm like, man, I gotta get some shit off my chest, man. I got to. What's up? What's up? But yeah, man, stop beating yourself up when y'all in relationships, man. Cause that shit ain't gonna benefit you in the long run. Where you at? You down the way? You up here? Cause you know I'm up here off of J Clyde. Hell yeah. Alright. I be seeing you with the dogs and shit, man. Oh snap, yo too. Yo, I got a shorty, man. I'ma send you the videos, man. She had a bulldog, not a pit, like an American bully. That motherfucker was right, bro. That nigga was about a year and he was about a year and a couple months. But that nigga he's still doing a lot of growing, man. I'm gonna send you the videos and the pictures and shit. But she trying to go back to New York. I was gonna take the dog, but that shit was too big. He was too big for the apartment. They would try to hit me in the head for that motherfucker. But that nigga was nice. I'm gonna send you the videos and shit on Messenger. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, you always. Yeah, I can have them. It's just paying that. It's just paying that fee. I can hold that shit off about a month. But that's dropping like I gotta drop like four something just to have a dog out here. Then you gotta pay some monthly too. Let me show y'all. Let y'all see what we're working with on this side. So yeah, we streaming. We streaming live. Say what up to YouTube. We live on YouTube right now. This is what we doing. So y'all fuck with me on YouTube. It's the same name, King 40, that you see up here. But yeah, cause you can have them. It just man, they want to hit you on the head. Shit. I talked to your mom Dukes like last week though. I gave her a call, checking on her and everything. I see your sister. I see your sister down there every morning. You know she working with my mom still. So I see Kelly down there morning. Hell yeah, man. Damn right. Chad said Bug. Chad said Bug got the he got the little label in Texas. You be going to the bar. You be going to Shawan and them jump. You still be going over there. I need to go, but I'm gonna link up with you. I'm gonna link up with your ass. Probably this weekend. Okay, I bet. Look, she just popped in. That's who I was just talking about. My ex right there just popped in right above you, nigga. Loving me tea. You probably seen her ass in there. That's exactly who I was talking about. I told you, but you come in here and let me spying and shit. That's what I said, man. I need to link up with everybody. It's been a minute. I think the last time I came around was a damn funeral, and then I stopped going to them shits. Yeah, I miss y'all, man. But yeah, you fucking with the music or something now? And for everybody that's joining, y'all fuck with me on YouTube. It's the podcast. Where I hear you, cuz. My hell yeah. Cuz nigga, I just started hopping on that movie shit today. You know a nigga got all the movies and shit. Got the apps and everything. Doing fire sticks, all that shit. I got you. Luffy dope. Shit. I was doing Uncle Dwight shit. Yeah, hell yeah. So I talked to Pops earlier. Yeah, man. Let me know, nigga. You bring me niggas who need fire sticks, then nigga, you already know. I split you. I be charging niggas like 25 to do all that shit. So we get a couple, we get a group. Man, we need a cop. Well, I need to cop a bunch of them shits. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need to do it and do that shit that way. But shit, the stream been going on for a minute. I'm about to message you on the book and send you my number and shit, cuz I'm about to hop off of this joint. But I'm about to send you my number on Messenger. All right, cuz. So what's up? What's up? Sorry about that, YouTube. I know half of the video y'all see me hunching down in the corner, but that's cause I'm streaming on Bigo and shit. So I'm laying down in the camera and shit. But on the real, y'all stop letting that, man. Stop letting all that shit in y'all relationships get to you and change you into a worse person. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that shit change you into somebody you don't want to be. You feel me? If that shit ain't beneficial to you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know when the hard lasts. You got to. And it took me so long, man, to branch off from this last one, this last relationship I was. Alright, where the fuck is my audio bit rate? What that's at? I have to change that somewhere. Let me see. Hopefully that shit a little better. Let me see if that shit'll let me change it while I'm streaming. I don't think so. It might. Nah, that shit ain't gonna let me. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with me during this live stream. We ain't really touch on what I wanted to touch on. We really freestyling this shit right now. But I appreciate y'all for stopping through and showing love. Be on the lookout for more of this content, coming soon. Peace. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe. Shout out to the people who randomly stumbled on this shit. Fuck with you. Love you. Love everybody. Keep that love for everybody. Peace.